despises her. He hopes he is nothing like himself, who messed up his last chance at happiness in marriage by letting work get in the way. No woman deserves a man like that. She was sitting in the chair in the living room, her face beat up, blood running from the gunshot wound in her shoulder. She was barely conscious when they brought her to the hospital. He nods. That's what the report said. It's been 3 days since she was found in the cabin up there. She is originally from Florida. She was vacationing in the mountains when the incident happened. That's all he knows about her. Grande hands him a wallet, or rather a small purse, one of those many women have today, carrying both their credit cards and a phone. He opens it and takes out the driver's license. The phone isn't there, naturally, since it will be with the techs who will be doing to it what they do best. Jonathan barely recognizes the woman from the other side of the glass when he looks at the photo on the card. The red hair tells him it is her, but the beat-up face on the woman in the bed doesn't look much like the woman in the photo. At least, not anymore. She sits up when they enter. Her eyes are barely open. The right one seems not to be able to open properly, as the lid refuses to lift and decides to dangle in front of her eye instead. Her upper lip is swollen and cracked, and it looks like it hurts as she opens her mouth. She's about to say something, but pain holds her back.
"Laurie Davis,"
Jonathan says, and she tries to nod, but groans in pain, then leans back on her pillow. It rubs him the wrong way, seeing a woman like this. In his time on the force, he has seen his share of beaten-up women, and it never becomes something you just get used to seeing. It stirs him up every time in a way he can't always control. Whether it is because his own mother was subjected to his father's rage, he doesn't know, but he suspects it is. He has seen firsthand what a terrorizing father can do, how much damage he can provide, not just to the woman he beats, but also to the children. "Yes," Laurie answers. "And you are?" He reaches out his hand, and they shake, her using her left hand since the right is in a sling, so she won't rip out the newly stitched gunshot wound in her shoulder.
"FBI Special Agent Jonathan Kane, and this is Detective Victoria Grande. I think the last part of her name refers to her big heart, not the size of her body,"
he says and winks at her. That makes Laurie chuckle. Not a happy chuckle, but it is more than would be expected in a situation like this. Jonathan is known for making people feel relaxed in his company, and when they are comfortable, they talk. The words seem simply to flow easier. "Nice to meet you both," she says.
"Wish it could have been under different circumstances, huh?"
he says, and grabs a chair. Victoria Grande does the same. They sit next to her bedside. Laurie closes her eyes with a deep breath. "I guess there's no use postponing it anymore, huh?" Jonathan shakes his head.
"We need you to tell us what happened up there, and do take your time. We want all the details. We want the entire story. Also, what went before this? If anything seems too small and insignificant, tell it anyway. We can always eat the meat and spit out the bones afterward, as my dear mother used to say. We have all the time in the world. I'm not retiring till later this year."
He says the last part with a small laugh, and hopes the two women don't detect the fear in his voice, because it is there. There is nothing Jonathan fears more right now than being retired, old and with nothing else to do. He recently turned 56, but feels like he's still in his 40s. He can live with the age. It doesn't bother him. In most jobs, he would still be considered young, not just in the eyes of the Bureau. The thought of being out of a job is what scares him. What is he supposed to do all day? Just stay at home with absolutely nothing to do? No one needing him? To Jonathan, that is the most terrifying thing in the world, and he has seen his share of atrocities in his line of work. But there's no way around it. Agency policy declares he must retire at 57 if he's had more than 20 years in service. He can scream and fight it all.